There are lines drawn across this planet that you are never meant to cross. Step over them, and no map will save you. Some are guarded by soldiers, some by radiation, and some by something far worse, the simple, terrifying fact that no one who enters ever comes back. Imagine a place so isolated that the nearest human settlement is 100 miles of open ocean away. North Sentinel Island sits in the Bay of Bengal like a smudge the world forgot to erase. From the air, it looks peaceful emerald canopy, turquoise shallows, white surf curling against the shore, but peace is an illusion. This island is home to the Sentinelese, perhaps the last truly uncontacted people on Earth who have lived here in total isolation for an estimated 60,000 years. They have no immunity to the diseases we carry. A common cold could wipe them out, and they want nothing to do with us. The Indian government has drawn a 3-mile exclusion zone around the entire island, patrolled by the Coast Guard. To approach is illegal. To land is a death sentence. But North Sentinel is only one of many. Across the globe, governments have sealed off entire regions, mountains, valleys, military zones, erasing them from public knowledge. Some hide weapons, some hide accidents, and some hide things no official will ever name. These are the forbidden borders, and the silence around them is deliberate. To understand why, you have to understand what happens when these places break. Take the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. In April 1986, reactor number 4 tore itself apart in a blast that hurled radioactive fire into the night sky over Ukraine. The fallout drifted across continents. Entire cities were evacuated in hours. Families told they'd return in 3 days. They never did. Today, an area larger than some countries remains sealed, 1,000 square miles, where the very air can betray you. But Chernobyl is at least acknowledged. Other zones aren't. There are places marked on no public map stretches of desert, where the ground still glows from buried tests. Islands quarantined after biological experiments went wrong. In the South Atlantic, Gruinard Island off Scotland was contaminated with weaponized anthrax during the Second World War. For nearly 50 years, a single sign warned visitors away. The soil itself was lethal. Sheep released there died within days. The British government only declared it safe in 1990, after dousing the entire island in formaldehyde and seawater. And then there are the secrets buried beneath legend. Remote Soviet closed cities that didn't appear on any map for decades. Underground complexes whose purposes were never declassified. The pattern is always the same. An event too dangerous to explain, a region erased, a story rewritten. The forbidden border isn't just a fence. It's a confession that something terrible happened here, and someone decided you were never meant to know. So what actually happens if you cross? The answers are rarely gentle. In the Korean Demilitarized Zone, 2.5 miles of no man's land bristle, with over 1 million landmines and orders to fire on sight. In parts of the Amazon and the Andaman Islands, protected tribes will defend their land with arrows, and they do not miss. In sealed nuclear zones, the danger is invisible. No sound, no warning, just cells unraveling inside you long after you've gone home. In November 2018, a young American missionary named John Allen Chow paid local fishermen to smuggle him toward North Sentinel Island. He believed he was meant to make contact. On his first approach, the Sentinelese shouted and loosed arrows. One struck the waterproof Bible he carried. He retreated, wrote in his journal that night, and questioned whether he would ever return home. He went back the next morning. The fishermen, watching from a safe distance, saw the islanders drag his body across the sand and bury it on the beach. His remains were never recovered. The exclusion zone had done exactly what it was designed to do. Not to punish him, but to protect a world that should never have been touched. That is the truth of every banned border. They are not invitations to adventure. They are the planet's quietest warnings, written in radiation, in landmines, in arrows, in silence. And the people who ignore them rarely live to tell us what they found. So here's the question that should keep you up tonight. If every locked door hides a reason, what would you risk to see what's on the other side? If this descent into the world's forbidden places gripped you, subscribe SOP and turn on notifications, because we're only beginning to map the unmapped. Drop a comment telling me which border you'd never dare to cross. Some lines, after all, were drawn to keep us out, and others were drawn to keep something else in.